You are now listening to Toni Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you Toni OnOne podcast with open discussions, hot topics, as well as information, daily health, as well as your news report. All information and resources are based on the opinions of the host, unless otherwise noted. This podcast may contain some quotations, images, and or excerpts from copyrighted material. These uses fall well within the copyright doctrine of fair use. All information is intended to motivate, encourage, and inspire positive change and a healthier lifestyle. Welcome to Toni OnOne podcast. Warning. Podcast subject matter and language are intended for mature audiences 18 and above. Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you could be here. This episode is a special one. We will be sitting down with the real OG, going by the old school rules type of man, and have a conversation, an adult conversation on life and behavior, as well as the narrative and pattern of dating, marriage, and even mindset. And as you all know, you can look around and tell the world is backwards as hell. You got so much going on. It's almost like the females are against the males, the kids are battling out, the elders not saying much, probably tired, and trying to understand what the hell is going on. But today we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it, and it's going to be some uncut, raw talk. And our special guest, you can call him Mr. OnOne. Yes. So, with the world being backwards as hell, and I guess we'll start with relationships. Any type of intimate type relationships. And because there's a lot going on with these females hollering about getting the bag, the games they're running, and some guys are doing it too. And what's happening with this? Like, what happened? Because at one point everybody was, while the females were trying to do the whole we want equality deal. But what's being done after receiving those perks with it, what do they do with it? Dogging men and other females, forcing them to go their own way. Like, it's a lot going on. So what's happening? Mr. OnOne, tell us about these relationships and how they're ending. Because all the celebrities are doing it and everything. They're being together a year or so and then dropping them. I don't know. What are they looking for? What are they doing to their spouses when they do that?
On both sides was accumulated together. Not somebody sitting at home while the other one's out working or whatever the case may be. What they actually accumulate together. Meaning by both parties. That's what gets split. Anything other than that goes to the person who earned it. And if a person was living extravagant, using shit and running shit into the ground while they was in their relationship, they gets nothing at the end. They already got theirs.
Yeah, living
whether it's the male or the female.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the way it would be fair. Would nobody say they got used? And if one say, oh no, I'm supposed to get something out of this. I done put my time and effort in. He's supposed to get something out of it too. What did you accumulate? Well, oh yeah, okay, I'll tell you what we do. Those bags that he bought you, the Fendi, Gucci, Prada, blah, blah, blah. The purses, bags, the dresses, the hats, the shoes, the red bottoms, all that shit, the Gucci and all that shit go back to him. He get all that shit back. Well, what do I get? You had fun wearing the shit.
Same difference.
Same goddamn difference.
Same difference.
But
that's the equal. But they want equal. There's a lot of people want equal, but don't want equal.
Yeah, they want equal when it means them getting something. They don't want equal when they done did a whole lot of taking. And then some of what they took, or a lot of what they took, get took back from them, and they get nothing in return for it. They don't want that.
Right.
They do not want that. Too much shit aside. a man say, well, I don't feel like I should marry a woman because I don't see no win in the situation. Oh, that's hate speech. Where did that person say that they hated anybody? All
True.
they said was that they was protecting themselves. But a woman can sit there and say, well, I feel like if I'm married to a man, I should be able to get something out of it in the end because if I ain't got no job and they the one got the job, I should be able to get at least half of what they got because I don't want to go back out there into the world with nothing. That's hate speech.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see where that's hate speech. If that man say he just want to simply protect what's his, and you call that hate speech, you sitting there saying that you just want to con this man and get whatever he got, how is that not hate speech?
Exactly. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Yeah. It don't. Who you are does not change the fact of right and wrong. It does not. It does not give nobody no up, while everybody else get down, even though they're right.
Exactly. It's like it's hard for them for anybody who has that mindset to accept that that's what they are doing. The truth hurts, and for some people it kills them. And it'll kill them to the point to where they will not for anything open their mouth and admit any type of wrongdoing.
That's just like the little statement I made on, was it on POF or whatever? I say the same time it takes me to prove that I'm not a dog, you gotta take that same time you're gonna be proving that you're not a slut.
Okay, that's fair.
I said, if I gotta do a whole lot of proving to get you to understand me, you gotta do a whole lot of proving to get me to understand you. And if you can't deal with that, don't even waste your time being up in my fucking face. Because I'm not finna play the walking bill game.
Right.
I'm not finna be walking I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Whatever bills you got are your motherfucking bills. I am not paying them. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. It ain't nothing you got. I say it's 3.5 billion females in this world. What you got between your legs is standard equipment on each and every one of them. What do you bring that's special?
Boom.
And it's easy to understand.
Yeah.
I ain't hate.
So what does a woman who doesn't look like a walking bill look like? What does she look like?
A normal fucking woman. She got her normal fucking hair. She ain't got no goddamn caterpillars laying across her fucking forehead. All that shit like that. She ain't got mortuary makeup all over her motherfucking
This
face.
motherfucker said mortuary makeup. I know what you mean though.
She ain't got reject Barbie
yeah.
parts and shit for her ass and everything else.
She ain't got the Goodyear ass.
Man.
Straight rubber injections or whatever.
Face of flat.
Ooh, not the fix a flat. That's toxic. That's a toxic relationship right there.
Ass, it was flat.
But that's a toxic relationship.
There's a lot of women don't understand. A man would rather have a woman with a flat bottom, because he can always rub on that motherfucker, pop on that motherfucker, squeeze on that motherfucker, and sooner or later it's gonna start swelling the fuck up. And he'll have a custom made nice little dumper. You gonna get the doctor to do whatever he gonna do. You gonna go through $20,000-$30,000 worth of certain types of massages that need to be done to this ass. And if your man at home don't know how to do it, that mean another motherfucker gonna be somewhere rubbing on your bitch ass. And she expect you to pay for it. I ain't paying for another nigga to rub on my bitch ass. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I wasn't gonna pay for another nigga to cut into my bitch ass.
Right.
That means he putting something in that motherfucker. Hell, I might not be able to get that ass yet. And he all up in that motherfucker. He done got to the depths of the goddamn. Man, nah, I'm good. I pass.
So basically, a person like that, yeah, they really couldn't really truly accept you or love you because they're not satisfied within themselves with who they are.
That's why I said what I said the other day about if a motherfucker can't love themselves, they can't love you.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah.
They absolutely cannot.
It makes sense though. Somebody's gonna hear what they want to hear in that statement, but
that's where the world has went to. Everybody want to re-rig and retwist everything, change a word here, change a letter there to make it a different word, or change a meaning here to reroute what people say into what they want it to be, and try to make it seem like their argument is valid. And when somebody say that's not what was being said, well, that's the way I took it. That means you took it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like when you have some motherfucker and the name of something is catfish, and they say, oh, that's that catterfish. No, it's catfish. Well, that's how I say it.
Mm.
You the type of bitch that I don't even want to be with, because you the type of motherfucker that's proven that you'll change simple shit into what you want it to be and act like you are right. That means when shit gets deeper and thicker, you'll do the same thing, even worse.
So that's a red flag for dudes right there.
Yes. That's why I say motherfuckers need to pay attention to what's going on with shit. That's just like a bitch. Okay, say one bitch look good in this little cat suit. This sloppy built motherfucker put that cat suit on, and you like, okay. And you happy, but you don't like my cat suit? Bitch, that ain't no motherfucking cat suit. That's not no goddamn cat suit. That's a universal hell no suit. Shit, lost your motherfucking mind. Ain't nothing about a cat to be like that. You got me fucked up.
That's what.
But that's what these is called, cat suits now, baby. Once they use that much material, it's a whole. That's a Cadillac suit. Shit. That's what that is.
But that's the truth.
Motherfuckers want to make it out to be what they want it to be. That's just like these bitches wearing the shorts and remember the spandex and all that shit like that.
Yeah.
Just cause somebody else look good in that shit, do not force that. Please, don't force that. If you don't want to get talked about,
just don't do it. Like, okay, so that is the purpose of the tall mirror. That one tall mirror everybody should have at home, in the bathroom, bedroom, on the back of the door somewhere. Aren't you supposed to check that before you go outside?
Okay, just like that. They're my preferences. Okay, if I don't want no woman over 230 pounds, that's my preference.
Right.
That's fat shaming.
No, that's a preference. That's totally different.
So you telling me that I'm body shaming this woman because she's overweight and that's not what I want? Yeah, you shaming her. No. She the one did something that I walked away from. I'm not shaming her. I did not say nothing bad to her. I just said I didn't want nothing like that.
Clear.
So basically, since we're gonna play the body shaming thing, what do you find attractive in a man? Oh, he got to be tall, dark hair. Oh, you don't want no 5'7" man? Hell no, he too short. You body shaming him.
Booyah.
He cannot change that about his body.
There
the good Lord made him the way he made him, and you are shaming him by the way the good Lord made him. So basically, you saying the good Lord made him wrong.
Oh,
so not only are you shaming that man, you are sitting there down in the good Lord's choices and what he gave for that man. But that big old bitch over there, that humongously house built motherfucker over there that you said I was body shaming, which I ain't gonna body shame now. That bitch chose what she put in her motherfucking mouth. Well, maybe she got a glandular problem. That bitch did not put one spoon of food in her motherfucking mouth in a day and swell up like that. You can go on.
That's true.
It ain't that much. It ain't that many motherfucking
life
calories
is about
in a spoon
choices.
Of food. It's not that many calories in a spoon of food. She did that to her motherfucking self. But this man did not do his height to himself.
Right.
He did not do his dick size to himself.
Right.
But you shame him about that, and that's the good Lord's work. That's her motherfucking work.
Yeah.
And if a pussy big and sloppy and sorry, it's still her motherfucking work, because she the one let whatever got in that motherfucker get in that motherfucker and do whatever damage it did.
Choices.
So all this body shaming shit, they can go somewhere with that shit, because that shit is lopsided fucking too.
All of it is.
I call it how it is. I'm sorry.
No need to be sorry for that. The truth is the truth. Why be sorry about the truth?
If you tell a man not to marry a woman, that's hating on women.
No,
it's
not.
Or if you tell the truth about a woman, she fucked over this dude, documented. Fucked over that dude, documented. Fucked over that dude, documented. And fucked over that dude, documented. Now, if you want to try to holler at her, she's more likely to fuck over you, dude. Oh, you hating on women. You misogynistic.
Can we check the dictionary
the biggest
on that?
fact of weighing of what a person is capable of is looking at their past. So if she done fucked over 4 motherfuckers within the last 2 years, and she finna fuck with this nigga right here, she is more likely to fuck over him through her history.
True.
There is no misogynist shit in there.
Right.
But for a woman to say, ooh, I can't stand men. Men are the problem in the world. Misandrous. The hatred of men.
Booyah.
You don't even know these men, but you already saying negative shit against them. This bitch, we know who she is. We know who she done fucked over.
Yeah, she community property. Everybody knows what her deal is.
Now you see what I'm saying, but that's misogynistic to tell the truth about a bitch that's dirty. But it's
Dirty
not
bitch.
considered as misandry because she want to sit there and basically say she hate all men.
Mm-hmm.
That's the definition of misandry.
Right. Like, that's the chick. I am not gonna lie. I walk past so many of them and be looking like, yeah, I know what you are. Okay, keep it pushing.
That's just like, that's the reason why I be looking upside your head whenever you put any eye color in your head. Because that's supposed to represent that shit. That female empowerment, that liberation shit. I can do it the way I want to. Can't nobody say nothing or this or this or this or that. It's basically a spit in the face to me and saying I can do what I want to, care if you like it or not. This is what I choose to do. That's what it is. But let men start doing a bunch of shit that women can't stand. It's gonna be all kinds of hell and high water talking about how disrespectful the men are and this and this and this and that. So I don't understand no parts of it.
Bad part is it's hard to trust. Not even with the friends. You gotta watch what's going on with them too. The world is just that backwards. I don't tell them what they'll hit you with.
Well, my gay homeboy said he think you cute. Would you go out with him? Hell no, I ain't going out with that motherfucker. I don't go out with males. Oh, you homophobic. No, that's my choice, bitch. I don't go out with dudes. Right. I'm not going to be seen in a position or put myself in a position to be intimate or alone or whatever the case may be with some swinging ass dick. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. That's my fucking choice in life. I don't want it.
Yeah.
You're homophobic.
Life is about choices.
If you can choose not to be with some 750 pound, 5'2" ass man, I can choose not to be with a swinging damn dick with a wig on.
Thank you.
Punk.
You know what?
I'm not going out with no motherfucking punk. I'm sorry. I'm not.
They can call whoever and sue, but it's your choice.
I go out with somebody's granny before I go out with a motherfucking tranny. You got me fucked up.
Hell, motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. That's that real nigga shit right there. That's real nigga shit right there. That's real talk. That's real talk. But that's something a lot of people can't. They can't understand it. They can't accept it. It's like it eats them. It crawls up inside them and eats away at all that bullshit they got buried deep within them. And they feel scared, I think, at that point, because they don't really know who the fuck they are to begin with.
What it boils down to is this right here.
But it's just the truth, cleaning them out.
What these dudes need to start doing on these dating profiles, even in real life or whatever the case may be, is say, any woman that has to play the victim is not worth. She's not wife material.
Okay.
Any woman that plays the victim, any woman that can't accept who she is, it's not wife material. Because I've heard a lot of females try to use shit and use it out of context. Oh, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, girl. Because all women is wives. No, bitch, all women is not wives. They say the man that finds a wife, not the man that finds a hoe, not the one that finds a toss-up, not the one that finds community property or whatever the case may be, or just a regular random ass female. Just because you found a stray, that means you probably gonna have a bad day. But what it boils down to, the man that finds a wife, that means her job is she already got her motherfucking pen on her motherfucking chest. She already put in the actions, she put in the thoughts, she put in the ways of being what she is meant to be in this life. Right. He finds a good thing.
That's the truth.
All that twisting and trying to turn it. And I'm going to tell you something a lot of people don't understand. The Bible is red pilled to the motherfucker. The Bible chops up women and their ways and this and that in so many different ways. It's pitiful. It's honestly pitiful. It chops these hoes up, makes these hoes look like it's only a few of them that's going to be worth a damn.
Speak.
And I'm going to tell you, this monogamous ass shit, the world wasn't even really meant to be that way. It was meant to be that a man can basically fuck as many women as he wants to. The women was the ones that basically had to be faithful, because look at all the kings and all the concubines and all the other shit that they had. In the Bible, you had motherfuckers that had concubines. And it was celebrated. Look at the Songs of Solomon. Stuff like that. how did it go from a finite amount of people to all these billions of people? So you trying to tell me that in order for it to get to 4 billion, it had to be 1 billion males and 1 billion fucking females, and all of them fucking make babies, and then after they do what they do, and the next set get bigger, you got 2 billion males and 2 billion females, and it's a whole bunch of fucking going on. And
a lot of fucking going
you got
on.
next set and this and this. But okay, this is what I want to know. How is it that 80% of the women is only jockeying for 10 to 20% of the men? That means that 10, 20% is populating some shit. And that other 70, 80% ain't hardly even getting none. So how is it that we can get to this amount of people, but everybody want to push monogamy?
That's not how we get
the
there.
world can't get that many people with it being monogamous.
It can't. It can't. You said that.
Mentality that they trying to throw out there. Man's supposed to have 2, 3 wives. That's just like all the rules of so-called marriage rules. They're not in the Bible. They're not in the Bible. Divorce wasn't in the Bible. This motherfucker asked this bitch on his thing. He said, was Adam and Eve married? And this bitch said yes. He said, well, who performed the ceremony? She said, Jesus. She said, Jesus came 2,000 years ago. Adam and Eve was long before then. So he astro projected the ceremony? Or was he a hologram?
Shit to make you go,
He said, I tell you what, I know who performed the ceremony. It was Simba, what? It was Mufasa.
I am not finna fucking play. And this is not all women, just some. What we're talking about today, yeah, it's a little thick. It's a little heavy to handle. But this is not all women, just some. Especially the ones who feel extra privileged for some odd reason.
It's a privilege. They don't see it as a privilege. They think that shit is fucking normal. That's just like the motherfuckers the white folks that don't have to deal with racism. They not getting called out their name every turn or having to go places and hear all the little underlying jokes and all that bullshit and this and that and this and that. They don't see no racism.
Of course not. It doesn't affect them.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. If you don't have any dealings in it, what is there for you to remember, to understand, or have to deal with? Wait, you got to say that again. Say that again.
Say what for?
Them last 3 lines.
What about that meat trombone?
Yeah.
We don't need to be talking unless I'm the one doing the talking and your lips is wrapped around that meat trombone, or you biting the motherfucking pillow, face down, ass up. As a matter of fact, I got one over here waiting for this meat popsicle. She wants to cool off.
So a bitch that thinks she just got it good with you, she shit out of luck if she ain't.
You get a whole hard chest and everything. What's that saying them bitches used to use? Her face is cracked and on the ground.
Yeah. So bitch is sitting back waiting on you, knowing they got you in the bag, has no fucking clue.
Man, get their motherfucking feelings shot up.
They can't handle the truth, so I don't understand how females do that. That's the reason why
when these bras try to come back into my life telling me this and this and trying to pop like, you could have this again. Shit, man, I'm married, motherfucker.
Boom. Simple.
It's just like that. Panties and bra. Butterball. It's simple like that. And let it be a bitch that knows something about me. Been around me for a while. They already know what my rules of the game is. I ain't fucking changed.
What's the if you could say publicly, what's your rules? If a bitch is trying to get at you.
Don't take offense to this, baby.
I'm recording, I'm good.
My way or the motherfucking highway.
Well, shit, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Don't let your motherfucking heels get slowed down by heels. Simple as that.
Right.
Either you can cheer her and be good, or you can make your long journey. It ain't my motherfucking fault.
I wish more men would actually think like that, though. Because it would be so many men much happier.
If they put the motherfucking law down like that and wouldn't give a bitch a crying motherfucking onion if they got out of line, the world would change. The problem with this world, one of the problems with this world right now is you got too many bitches that think that they supposed to get something for nothing, and you got too many simps willing to give something for nothing.
There it is.
You cannot, bitch, I don't give a damn what you got going on. You cannot get the maximum from me for the minimum. Simple as that. It ain't I'm supposed to just sit here and look good. Okay. How long you gonna sit there and look good while you hungry? How you gonna sit? How long you gonna sit there and look good with them same motherfucking clothes on? Cause you ain't getting no upgrades here. You ain't even finna get a loaf of bread. Simple as that.
Yeah, because in that wanting something for nothing, they're never really trying to put anything in. And what happened to the look? Let's put something with something and make something. What happened to that?
What it is this right here. And I'm gonna tell you what destroyed the whole dating and marriage shit and relationships. I can tell you exactly what destroyed all of it. It's easy. It's easy.
Well, hit them with it.
Birth control pills. When bitches could control what was going on, when they got to the point where they had all the full control, that killed every motherfucking thing. Then when you slap abortion into the mix, there's this right to get an abortion and all that shit, and men don't have no say in nothing. Like I said about the birth control pills, when men lost the ability to have certain things to say about in certain matters, that destroyed everything. It destroyed everything. That's the reason why I went and got clipped. Bitch, you don't have no say so here. The bad part is, I'll be that one running up in your motherfucking guts the long way, digging you the fuck out, and you sitting there talking about, why I can't get no baby by him? Bitch, I wasn't planning on leaving no seed, no way.
Hello. I wish more men would think like that. And it's going to be hard for people to understand that that's my husband. And I love the shit out. This is why I stalked that man. This is the very reason why I stalked that man. My granny told me go after what I wanted, and I did.
I understand about pussy and dick. I understand about dick and pussy.
Right.
I understand it. I'm sorry. A pussy is no good unless the dick that's in it is good.
Right.
It's just the damn truth. Bitches always want to hype about how good they pussy is. Bitch, you cannot tell me one nigga's a motherfucking opinion about that motherfucker that wasn't even used to pussy. You can't sit there and make me believe like that nigga believe. Shit. That's the reason why a man with a lot of sexual experience, he's a prize. A woman with too much sexual experience, she's a fault. She's a flaw.
A flaw. Okay.
She's a flaw.
Okay.
Cause stop and think about it. The more stuff you put in, the more stuff you stuff into a bag. The more stuff you stuff into a bag, after a while, you're gonna misshape that bag.
True.
But you can take a nail and nail that motherfucker into a piece of motherfucking wood. As long as you nailing that nail back into that same piece of wood or the same hole or whatever the case may be, it ain't gonna overstretch that hole out.
Right.
But when you start putting different nails, different size nails, and you go from tacks to railroad spikes in that motherfucker, you can't go back to tacks.
Yeah.
The bigger you go, you can't go backwards.
Right.
That dick ain't gonna change size on the size of pussy it get.
And that alum and all that bullshit don't last like that.
Man,
I don't know why they even do that.
Game. If that motherfucker tight to get in, and then once you get in, it's free fall. Nigga, free fall in that motherfucker.
Just, yeah. Like that's real talk. That's real talk.
It's just like the lemon juice shit. What them hoes to be trying to depend on is that you got a little old short dick and you don't get past the point of getting to the free fall.
That's how a lot of dudes, and I'm going to use her. I ain't trying to be funny, but that's why a lot of dudes don't know that they girls are cheating, because that lets them know they short. Because you can't tell no difference.
You got a lot of these dumb ass dudes As long as it's warm and as long as it's wet, that's all they care about. Man, if that motherfucker don't pass the grip test, I don't want it. If it don't pass the grip test, I don't want it. If I can put my dick in that motherfucker, and I slightly lean to the left and I slightly lean to the right, if that motherfucker say, every time I lean to the left, it bump over in the right. Or every time I lean to the right, it bump over to the left. I said bump. I don't want the pussy. Now, if I'm in that pussy and I lean to the right and that motherfucker be pushing up against the left already, we good. If I lean to the left and that motherfucker was already pushing up to the right because I was up in it, because them walls is there, we good. But if you can stick your dick in that motherfucker, think of a bell. You know how they had a little thing where you pull the string and the little thing go back and forth in a bell?
Yeah.
If your dick can do that in that pussy ain't worth shit.
Oh, somebody need to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Nah, keep that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Keep that motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you fucking this bitch and your dick is saying, what? Nah, you can't sit there and tell me, oh, she just that wet. Nah, motherfucker, it's a lot of space in between shit.
Yeah, it's got to account for where that air and the pressure is coming from.
If you pushing up in that pussy and that pussy that means air is fighting to get back around that dick and come out. Now, if you just fucking that pussy and that pussy, that means that air is coming back around your dick just freely. That means that motherfucker's open wider than your dick is big. So now you don't want that motherfucker.
Oh, that's that Golden Gate Bridge pussy right there.
Man, that bitch got that fire starter pussy. She got that fire starter pussy. That motherfucking blow starter motherfucking me spark into a forest fire. Nah.
Well, maybe that's why they going to get the pussy rejuvenation surgeries. They doing all of that.
If I gotta pay that, I don't pay for pussy, so I ain't gonna pay that much for that. Sorry. Bitch, ain't my motherfucking fault you got a little loose with your pussy.
Right.
Shit.
Like, who's supposed to pay the tab on that?
For real.
Like,
man, you might want to go back and holler at every one of them niggas you let raw dog you or dog your pussy out and get a donation from each one of them niggas and pay for that motherfucking surgery. And then after you have that surgery, I'm gonna fuck you one time and no more. And that's just gonna be for research purposes. So we can understand when we run into a bitch that done had that shit done. Oh, this is what that feel like. Nah, bitch, I don't want you. That's what that is. That's what that's for.
Research purposes.
Research purposes only.
What advice would you give some 16, 17-year-old boys?
What advice would I give some 16, 17-year-old boys?
Mm-hmm.
About bras?
Mm-hmm.
My females?
Yes.
Honestly, go for the quiet bitches. Don't go for the bitches that's trying to be around a bunch of niggas. Don't go for the females that got a bunch of female friends. Get that one that's off to her motherfucking self. You got a better chance of having something real. Now, if you just trying to poke on some shit, go for the bitches that got a bunch of friends and think she cute, running around with all the makeup on and everything else. Cause if she that young, already advertising herself. She's putting herself on the auction block already. Because in my opinion, when a female starts wearing makeup, she's putting herself on the auction block. She's not being a child anymore. She's trying to put herself in a woman's role. She's trying to make herself look older. In other words, she's advertising herself.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the bitch running around with a little bit of shorts on and it's cool or whatever. Yeah, it's cool because your ass hot. Math.
Right.
Common fucking sense.
Right.
If your ass was normal, that shit wouldn't be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you had self-awareness of your physical self and you saw yourself as being, you saw your physical self as wanting to be protected, you would not be putting that motherfucker on the auction block or on public display.
Right.
Simple as that.
Okay.
I tell the motherfucker, find the quiet motherfucker. And if you want that fine motherfucker, if you want that bitch that's going to be finding the motherfucker later on, find that quiet motherfucker that's skinny as a stick. Built like a stick horse.
Little praying mantis?
Yeah, find that motherfucker built like a praying mantis. Because the first time that when puberty kicks up directly in the ass, that ass gonna start plumping up. And don't fuck around and accidentally put a baby on her. The ass gonna plump up, little hips gonna start trying to flare out, little chi-chi's gonna start pumping up, but it's not gonna be already overly developed to the point to where gravity gonna grab it real fast, and next thing you know, she's slaggingly, sloppily, sagging, and shit just hanging out everywhere, and just raggedy looking.
Ugh.
Cause I'm gonna tell you something. Most of the girls that are fine in school, they grow up to be, when they get older, they be built like trash.
I thought that.
They be built like trash in the motherfucker. And them skinny mini motherfuckers, them motherfuckers actually have nice motherfucking shapes into their goddamn 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give 16, 17-year-old girls?
Stay away from the dudes that run in packs of dudes. Stay away from that motor mouth motherfucker.
Right.
Stay away from the nigga that's trying to be cool. Because he the one that's going to tell everybody he fucked you. Because he still want to be cool. Find you a quiet motherfucker over to the side. You got to suck on a dick, suck on that nigga dick. Because he's the one most likely to keep that shit to his motherfucking self and keep you as a prize. He's going to want to keep you close, and he ain't going to tell everybody what y'all doing.
Right.
And he's more likely to be the one that you did some shit that blew his mind. He's more likely to do some shit back to you to blow your mind. The motherfucker that's talking about eating pussy, he's going through different movements that most likely are not proven. They just word of mouth shit that he heard. That motherfucker that you actually get and that's actually doing something from his heart, he's going to have trials. He's going to have errors. But once he learn you, he's going to know you, and he's going to take pride in being able to please you. The same way you may take that same pride in pleasing him. Y'all might be the motherfuckers, as they say, that high school sweetheart shit that lasts 20, 30, 40, 50 fucking years. That's more likely to happen from that scenario than any of that other bullshit that's out there that's supposed to be cool or hip or they the in crowd. Now, the in crowd most likely don't have good in crowd outcomes.
Right.
That's my advice on them. So it's basically the same thing back and forth. Don't go for the motor mouth motherfuckers. Don't go for the motherfucker that's in the know. Go for the motherfuckers that's sectioned off to themselves. That you can actually get one-on-one and create an understanding, a rapport with. And you can actually most likely find some type of long-lasting peace within that person.
Right.
That's my advice.
And in that situation, you can deal with each other's flaws and whatever and grow older.
Y'all can grow and learn together without Tom, Dick, Hank, and Harry and Sally that done made 9 million mistakes, pushing their mistakes off on you, causing unnecessary problems in your situation that ends up making your situation fall apart.
Right.
Y'all can grow and learn together and accept y'all flaws together and have peace.
Because if it takes some motherfuckers sometimes 20 years to get back right and tight with each other, that lets you know what you youngsters got to look for. You got to put in some work.
And if whoever you fucking with, if they come, you talking about, ooh, I was invited to a party. Or they come
Not
back
the
telling
party.
you about a party that they went to and you wasn't invited, drop their ass right then.
Hell yeah.
Drop their ass
Red
right
flag.
fucking then. Drop their ass right then, because believe you me, whoever invited them to that party and you wasn't invited to that party, it was a reason you wasn't invited to that party, because they wanted that person there at that party without you there so they can try their shots, or the group could try their shot on her or him or whatever the case may be.
True.
And believe you me, whether they did it or didn't do it, they still accepted that outside shit instead of going through the proper channels with who they was with.
Right.
That destroys loyalty.
Right.
Loyalty is completely destroyed then. That's one of them situations. A party? Let me tell my baby about it. Oh, no, you ain't got to tell. Well, I can't go neither.
Right.
That's how you do that.
Right.
Just because it's a fucking party, every year there's a new crop of seniors popping out into the world. Every year there's a new crop of 8th graders graduating to high school. So every year it's always been this bullshit. So it ain't like you missing nothing.
Right. Straight facts. Straight motherfucking facts. Okay, so we done pretty much talked about the youngsters and everything else. What about these cougars?
The cougars.
Yeah, what about these cougars?
Man.
We ain't touched on the cougars yet. We've been going through the ages and the ranges.
What these dudes need to do. What these dudes need to do. Yeah, I know. What these dudes need to do.
YouTube calling you.
Is just simply put themselves in a position for the cougar to see.
The
cougar gonna initiate.
Is she now?
If the cougar see what she wants, she gonna initiate.
Okay.
And if she don't directly initiate, all you have to do is the minimum, and cougars respond to it. Cause I ain't never seen a gazelle or a motherfucking antelope talking about, ooh, I don't want to get ate. Ain't that a cougar right there? That cougar gonna try to eat me, trying to get the cougar's attention to eat him. I ain't never seen that. That cougar gonna see what it want, and cougar gonna go for it.
Right.
What these young bucks need to do is make themselves available and susceptible. In other words, you around that cougar, do something to, cougar already looking at your motherfucking ass. Do something to make sure the cougar understand that, hey, it's time to pounce. Go to the cougar house and cut a yard, or do something with your shirt off or something.
It don't take much.
Or give her a compliment. Just saying a cougar look nice so they can get your pussy. Get you knee deep in pussy. Might be old pussy, might be beat up pussy, but it's still pussy. And see, that's what a lot of motherfuckers don't understand about cougar pussy. A cougar can have an old, beat up, toe up ass pussy, and just the fact that she getting some young meat, it's almost like it powers the matrix of leadership, and it makes that motherfucker tighten up. Yeah. Magical powers. She can't do it for a normal
pussy
dude.
powers.
She can't do it for a normal dude, but that's that young me girl. We got pussy don't fail me now. We gotta turn this nigga out so he don't want nobody else but me and only me. Bitch gotta put her pussy powers to work. This bitch, you look at her.
That's some Jedi tricks right there.
Her head shaking cause she's squeezing so hard from the inside trying to make that pussy worth a damn so he'll come back and hit it again.
Facts. Straight motherfucking facts. That's what I'm talking about. Straight facts. And that's that real shit. That's what that is. Okay, so if people are not aware, we were talking one day and we was talking about it's a step over the cougars. What did you call that?
You want mountain lion?
That's it.
Only thing a young buck gotta do is put more than 5 minutes around her without getting away from her. And he pretty much in the door with a old mountain lion. Cause the first thing going through her mind is, that little young motherfucker wouldn't want me. The longer you stay around her, the more she start figuring and factoring in her head that, shit, I'm gonna give this little young motherfucker some of this pussy. I give this little young motherfucker some of this pussy. Shit. He stay more than 5 more minutes, I'm gonna be sitting in his lap, goddammit. Them old mountain lions, they don't give a damn. They'll try. You saw what that one did try to do with our son at that church? This my new boyfriend. She was just putting her shit out there in the open. That way,
I had to shut that shit down.
And push come to shove, all she could do later on is come to him. Well, I need your help doing something up there at the house.
Can you come
get
cut
him
me
by
yard?
himself? and next thing you know, he helping her do something, and she leaned back on the porch. Ooh, it sure is hot. You want to come in the house and get some water, baby?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what happened. And the next thing you know...
That's old Spider right there.
Yeah, that's the Kraken.
Man.
She's trying to sink a ship.
Almost made me act the ass in that church that day, too.
She is trying to get all his cargo.
And I told him right in front of everybody, baby, you watch these cougars. I was just playing. No, we don't play like that.
She want him to fire his cannon off. That's what that is.
In the middle of church. And for the listeners who don't know, I am throwing this shit for real.
And the bad part
is,
she gonna do it in the middle of church because what's her mental philosophy? Lord knows I want this.
Yeah,
so it's justified.
And that's a damn shame when it's in the middle of the church like that. That's why I just people, as far as what your faith and your religion is, it's up to you. You see what your individual experience is, and you take it from there. Because I got my ass the hell up out that church.
Check this
I
out.
can't do it.
For the cat
Too
daddies.
much going on.
For the cat daddies, the silver foxes,
Mm.
what all he need to do is just be a listening ear. Because if the broad stay around in more than 5 minutes, that means she is susceptible. That means there are avenues and doors that are open. He just got to figure out exactly how to get through the door, the avenue. Listen to her. Find out what she ain't getting in life. Because the way the world works right now, the world is a materialistic world.
It
Either
is.
she gonna want her hair done
Nails
a
done.
certain amount of times a month or whatever to keep up with the Joneses, or her nails done, or her toes done, or she needs to get her cell phone paid and can't keep it paid. You know, it's gonna be something financially that she's gonna want. Just like with the
$40
Cougars,
ring.
just like with the Cougars and the Mountain Lions. But find out what she's lacking and put the proposal on the table. And when she acts like she want to accept the proposal, say, well, you know, they got to work both ways, baby.
Both ways.
Both ways. You do for me, I do for you.
Scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Hell, I know you done had a little fun time with a couple of cats that didn't have nothing. It's just life. We young, we make mistakes and stuff. But if you was over here dealing with cat daddy over here, you know, I'll make sure you get what you're trying to get.
Smooth.
You know what I'm saying? You want to go to school with your hair done or whatever the case may be, you know, we can get all that done. We get all that done. Just do me first.
And hell, everybody's in school, no matter what age they are now, because everybody trying to get it. So, no, they want to go. They want to do the school.
Everybody trying to make it seem like they ain't the low man on the totem pole right now. Because you got motherfuckers that's still going on dates, coming home to eviction notices and shit. And they knew they was going to get kicked out, but they still trying to live their life like they ain't going through them problems. So when Cat Daddy come and say, oh, baby, I got you on that rent. Come on over to the house. When you got to pay that rent? You got to pay that rent by Friday? Come on over to the house Wednesday. We'll work everything out. You'll be back home by Thursday.
Oh, see.
Tell your homegirl to watch your kids. I chunk out 20. That's how that shit work.
That's exactly how the fuck it work. That's that real shit. That's how it goes.
So, there's a lot of females that got to ride Peter to pay Paul.
You know what? That comedian, she did say that shit. She said, nah, I ain't going back for this shit. And Charles done got strong. My ass hot, my titty cold. Yeah, he done took that Viagra, Cialis, or somebody, and he was going to get his money worth out your ass.
He gonna beat that pussy up better than one of them little youngsters do it. And the bad part is,
because they get comfortable.
A lot of them old cats, they'll fuck around and make a young broad fall in love.
Yeah.
A young broad, she just used to laying on her back, throwing her legs up and jug skeet, or bend over jug skeet, or she get on her knees in front of it and skeet.
Yeah.
And that's all she used to. But this motherfucker got the rubbing on her head and squeezing out on her booty while he's slow stroking, and he trying to keep it at a pace so he don't fuck around and make his pacemaker pop. Or he's trying to do it at a certain pace to keep the muscles from locking up and going into super Charlie horse seizure.
Yeah.
You know, he got arm cocked up, shaking, and a leg cocked up, shaking. He trying to keep it at a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? To keep his body from going into a malreaction.
Well, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, he actually laying and playing in the pussy. Where that young cat, all he did was jigga boom. So yeah.
Yeah, because they don't know
young
what they
fall in
doing.
love. That's why you notice a lot of bras. They'll play around with them 20 years old when they in their 20s and shit. But a lot of them, you'll hear them saying about them 5, 6, and 7 year relationships with that 30-year-old motherfucker. That's why. Cause he played in that pussy the right way. That's what it is. He gave her something she wasn't used to. See, it's a lot of these women out here. Oh, they done had dick in them. They done had dick in them, but they ain't been made love to.
Right.
You know. That first time they get made love to is by a whole different breed of nigga than the nigga that's normally just playing in the pussy.
Because that's all you just letting it's just playing. Just playing out there, just diddling, jumping from dick to dick, but ain't actually getting to know not a noun dick.
5 minutes of fun don't mean a goddamn thing. Now when a nigga put in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour and a half, when a motherfucker bust that 2 hour mark, You down there gotta fight that bitch off with a motherfucking stick. She sitting there getting mad and shit. Motherfucker don't even want me to come over to his house. I done tried to call 3 times and he ain't answered the phone. He better not have another bitch over there. That's what that is. Cause she know that young dude, if she call and he don't answer the phone, 5 minutes later she call and he answer the phone, yeah, he probably had another bitch over there. She ain't getting much.
Right.
She ain't getting much.
She probably got a little dick. That was it.
And that's
didn't even get no bubble
got,
gum.
Little dick.
Because every man don't give his all to each bitch. He just don't. And the same with the women. Every woman does not give her all to just no one man.
Yeah, but when them young bitches they get a hold of say she in her 20s or just turned 18, 19 and she get a hold of one of them 25s or 27s or 30s and shit like that, he gonna touch her ass.
Yeah.
He gonna fuck around and touch her ass.
There is always one. I don't care. These females, they try to act big and bad and just, I don't need no man, I don't want no man. And this what you not getting the man that you really need to begin with. You ain't even playing in that territory. You run into them other niggas, and so when you do stumble up, trip up, and end up falling in the lap of that one nigga that actually do break you to a certain degree, then it becomes real.
When that nigga do some uncomfortable shit and it's shit that you wouldn't even tell nobody and shit, but you go back for seconds, this game on me.
Yeah.
This nigga hitting you from the back and he done pulled your hair and you know you that type of strong, bold ass woman. Don't nobody pull on your hair and push you around and shit, but this nigga done pushed your head into the pillow. Done grabbed you by the back of your motherfucking hair.
And you getting wetter.
Dropped that elbow in your motherfucking back and he got your head up to where you can't try to hide your noises in the pillow and that nigga hitting that motherfucker from behind.
And you don't give a damn about the neighbors no more.
Yeah, that nigga slapping that ass and he digging in that motherfucker and you gonna ask the dumbest question in creation. Why you doing this to me? And the motherfucker say, baby, I'm just loving you. And after that, you hear something say, that mean that nigga done wet that thumb up. And you know where it's going.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And that nigga keep on banging. And at first, you really don't like it. And he bang and he fuck around, hit the wrong spot in that pussy. And you come. Once you come, when the wrong thing is going on, that shit gets acceptable. That's just how life is.
Yeah,
That's just how life is. It's just how life is.
At that point, at that moment, that woman has truly let just all her guard down and said, fuck her reputation or anything else and everything else. Fuck who I am. Fuck how strong I am. I want this dick. That shit feel good. God damn it, give it to me.
And as a man, you may not, after you let her up from that and shit, she gonna look at you crazy and all that, probably talk a little shit. Don't talk shit back to her. Say, okay, baby. All right, baby. And when she leave the house, smile to yourself. You might not see her for about 2-3 days to a week, but when she come back, she gonna come back ready, knowing that you're gonna do all that same shit to her again, and she done finally came to terms.
Right.
That's what she wants. She done accepted it.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm letting you do this to me again.
Again.
Common sense, bitch. You liked it.
Yeah.
Come on now.
A lot of times they gotta accept themselves.
That's just like a bitch. That's just like a broad. That's just like a broad getting a dude head. Before she get down there talking about, you probably gonna try to do me like you did me last time, pushing my head down. That's when a nigga sit back be saying to himself, you must have liked it. You came back for seconds. Simple as that.
You keep calling. You keep coming over.
That's the same thing I said about females in doggy style. You know that a dude might try to do something with your ass. You done tooted your ass up in the air at this man.
Yeah.
He is behind you poking.
Yep.
You know that it's going to be something that might come up about your ass. He is not going to just sit there and stare at that motherfucker while it stare at him. And every time you get a nut, that motherfucker start winking at him like, I'm open too. You know, you can try. You can try. Shit. Come on, man. Motherfuckers know the dangers of situations when they get into it.
Yeah.
It's just like a dude get down there eating some pussy and shit. You down there eating the pussy. You know she liable to close her thighs up around your motherfucking ears. or grab you by the back of your head and be guiding that mouth while you eating the coochie.
Hell
you know
yeah.
You know that might happen.
Hell
so
yeah.
you know the risk when you get down there to do it.
Hell
That's just
yeah.
like a woman. From what to do, you got a great big old dick. Don't be trying to put all that thing up in me, but you're gonna lay on your back and open your legs. You's a dumb bitch.
That's what you want.
If you scared of that big
That's what she
motherfucker, you
did.
shouldn't even be fucking with that big motherfucker. Go get you a little motherfucker.
Right.
But if you let that big motherfucker get up in there again, you give him the time, the space, and the opportunity to push your legs way up and dig your guts out. That means subconsciously, you want that shit. You putting yourself back in that position.
Well, what about the bitches that take dick?
Mm.
What about the bitches that take dick? What's your take on that?
I'm pretty much scared of a bitch that can just take dick like that. That means she already had her fair share of big size motherfuckers. If she can just take it like that, nigga want a bitch to get a little off tilted when he put that meat to her. Shit, nigga don't want no bitch that can just lay back and let you just do what the fuck you want to her and shit, and ain't no repercussions to it. Nah.
That's no fun, huh?
Nigga want a bitch that's gonna try to run at least a little bit. Goddamn. Unless that bitch go into mental lock, and you can feel your dick hitting the bottom, and you feel the walls getting pushed to the side and everything else. Now that's worth it. Then she taking dick, but it's because her body and her mind done said, bitch, you finna take this from this man. This is who we love, and this is what's finna happen. While the rest of us like, oh my god. Yeah,
Why is she coming?
Fun. That's fun. But a bitch that's just sitting there, it's kind of like a basketball hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga shooting shots, hitting all net. Nigga, you ain't hitting no motherfucking sides. Nigga at least want to hit the backboard, tap around the rim or something, man. You ain't getting, man. Come on, man. Nigga don't want to be up in no broad and your dick in there is like a toothpick in a barrel of oil. Nah, just free floating, no touching, no sides. That's that taking dick shit. That's the way I see taking dick.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
that
pussy dead.
So what about the chicks who actually take dick? They see dick, they want it, they jump on it and take it. What do you think about them type of females?
They only good when you take them motherfuckers somewhere off by their goddamn self. That way, whenever she see you, she can just take some dick. She don't never see nobody else to take no dick from nobody else. See, sometimes it's a right and a wrong way to have a bitch as a prisoner. Sometimes it's a right and a wrong way to have a dude as a prisoner.
Right.
You know, if you know that that's the only dick you want, have that dude as a prisoner. Pretty much lock his ass in. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all legal.
Female.
They come and go.
Say, I used to tell motherfuckers all the time. They used to think I was popping a joke. I said, shit, I actually want to be on lockdown. They thought I was just popping a joke. You trying to hype a broad head up to make her try to just give whatever she got to you. No, I actually want to be on lockdown. That means I just want to get one piece of coochie, and I don't want to be getting no other pieces, because these other pieces can come with consequences and shit. You know,
right?
Coochie got wet today, and you ain't seen her in a week, and your dick still having dribbles and shit. Nah.
Yeah, that's no good.
No good.
No good. Right.
Or that coochie was biting that coochie was biting. That was Saturday. It's fucking Tuesday, and it still feel like something down there biting. No. No. Some coochies have consequences.
Hell yeah. Or it's them alphabet.
Yeah, and never stick your dick in crazy. Never open your coochie up for crazy.
That is so fucking true.
Yeah, you fuck around and put your dick up in this crazy motherfucker and sent on about her way, and you be up in the house fiddling around, and you like, something cooking. And you walk through the house, and you go in there and some big ass pot on the stove. You open up the pot, and your pet rabbit in that motherfucker. Stuck your dick in crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, your parakeet, your fish, or your dog, and she done fucked the motherfucker off and everything else. Shit.
Yeah, because I think this dude did fuck off my dog.
If a motherfucker gonna fuck with a nympho with morals. That means that she want dick. She don't want sausages and hang downs and and
makes sense.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because It's motherfuckers out here, they don't give a damn what go up in their coochie as long as if they feel something up in their coochie. That's how
that's dangerous.
That's how you fuck around and have these bitches that go to the hospitals and shit because they done got hung up with dogs and shit.
Yeah. Man, you gotta know what the fuck you dealing with. You just, this day and age, you've been needing to know, but more so now than ever because shit is getting fucking crazy.
It's just like in the jailhouse, what do they have to do? They have to cut them sausages up. So bitches will put some plastic, a trash bag or something around a motherfucking sausage and fuck the shit they sell that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they be up in there catching them damn cases and shit behind that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that human nature that drives you to do whatever it is to reach that particular moment of feeling that you are seeking to get.
Yeah, but it shows you that most motherfuckers, morals is not taught in most homes.
It's not.
It's just feed them, give them a roof over their head, and they can learn whatever they learn. Whatever they learn, as long as they get old enough, they can get the fuck up out of here and go about their. That's what a lot of parents do.
Yeah.
They don't teach their kids morals and understandings and this is right, this is wrong.
Right.
All that bullshit like that. They don't teach them.
And that's the biggest problem. That's the major problem right there.
Yep.
They don't know. Well, now y'all know.
Any mama that tell her daughter, girl, get that bag. That's a mama that don't that's a female that don't deserve to be a mama. I'm just telling the truth. Because if you're telling your daughter to get out there and get that bag can come with all kinds of shit attached to it.
Yeah.
That old man down the street, he offer her $25. What her mama tell her, girl, get that bag. She
Yeah.
fucking the old man down the goddamn street.
For long, it's gonna be the whole neighborhood if she don't watch it.
Yeah.
Because there's no guidance, no nothing going on.
It's the same thing with old freaky ass uncles.
Mm-hmm.
I know you want to get that cell phone bill paid. I know you want that new iPhone and all that shit like that. And next thing you know, she fucking Uncle Fred and all this other good shit. And the bad part is, everybody, the first thing they gonna do is blame Uncle Fred. Uncle Fred heard what Mama told her. Mama gave her the keys. She wouldn't be able to open that apartment if Mama hadn't gave her the keys. Simple as that.
And that's how that work, but most folks ain't gonna take ownership of that
Hell
neither.
no. They gonna blame the dude.
And be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like all this shit going on now with these women molesting these little boys.
Oh my God.
And getting off on this shit.
Yeah.
This 30-some-year-old woman with 3 motherfucking kids. So that means she know what her pussy is for. She know the limitations of what she should and shouldn't do. But she done fucked this 14-year-old kid.
Wow.
And got pregnant.
Oh, damn.
Get off of it. I mean, she gets acquitted for the charges of fucking the 14-year-old kid, talking about she didn't know that he was 14, even though that's how she met him outside playing soccer with some other kids.
Her ass ought to be in jail.
And the bad part is, after she have the baby, by the time he reaches 16, he will be eligible to be put on child support.
You raped this boy, produced a child, and you gonna put him on child support. How the fuck does that make sense? How the fuck?
There was a woman in Washington. She raped an underage little boy. Matter of fact, he was one of her students.
Oh shit.
She raped an underage little boy. She did jail time. When she got out from the jail time, the little boy was 18 years old. She put him on child support and won.
Damn. See, shit like that is not supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot of underhanded shit still going on, and it's not equal.
Drama teacher in Florida. Female drama teacher in Florida. The police walked up to her car on the side of the freeway. She was back there fucking one of her students. She got probation.
Slap on the motherfucking wrist.
But it was a black dude. He was trying to get the girls in his class to twerk, all that different shit. Why his ass get 5 years in the motherfucking pen? And that was just for twerking. That wasn't even for fucking. So
yeah. None of that shit is right. It's a double standard, and it's not right. It should be equal. The fight for equality.
What I'm saying,
make that shit equal.
What I'm saying is this right here.
Equal punishment. Make it the same.
Any of the adults that fuck with kids, the first thing should happen is this right here. They credentials should be taken. Mm-hmm. They should be put on a registered sex offender list because that's what they are.
Right.
If they did any kind of sexual conduct with a child, they should be on a sex offender list. Now, the ones that had actual physical things where there was penetration and stuff, they should get jail time. Mm-hmm. Now, old boy with the twerking shit, he should get some jail time too, but he shouldn't get prison time. He should get jail time, regular jail time. But the women that actually fuck these kids, they should get prison time.
Yeah.
And as far as the child support thing go, they should not be allowed to get that.
No.
You can't take no dick and try to charge somebody because you decided to rape somebody.
Yeah.
No, that's not how that should work.
It's not fair.
It's not right.
It's not fair, it's not right, and it's not okay. If you gonna holler equal, make the shit equal.
And then they sit there and want to walk around wondering why guys ain't really jumping up and down to fuck with these females because don't nobody want to be Me Too.
For real. That's understandable.
You and this girl go on this date. Date go good. Y'all go home. Both of y'all got a few drinks up under your belt. So y'all both pretty much in the same zone. Y'all end up having sex. The next morning, she go about her business. He go about his business. No bad words exchanged. But she end up having to go back to her man, and her man find out she done something. Next thing you know, I was raped.
That's bullshit.
The dude that fucked her that night before, even though women are the gatekeepers to sex, she allowed it to happen. He's gonna be the one suffer for it. And gets his whole life destroyed.
Yeah. And that shit ain't cool.
And what they gonna do to her? Pat on the head, poor baby, you got taken advantage of. No. She put every drink up to her own motherfucking mouth, and at the end of the night, she opened her own motherfucking legs.
And she actually, by saying that she was raped, took advantage of that man.
Yes.
In every sense of the word.
She done financially and criminally raped this man.
When that was not even the case. That was consensual.
That's why you get these motherfuckers to sign a motherfucking contract for you. Fuck them. And if need be, push come to shove, I'd rather get a charge of illegal recording, have everything on videotape. That means her being agreeable to all this shit. So when the shit rape come up, it can be dismissed. I'd rather get that charge of illegal recording than get that charge of being a rapist.
For real. Because you can't, once society has deemed you guilty.
Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you something. When somebody say you did something, your motherfucking ass, and the police come get you and take you to jail, you are guilty until you are proven innocent.
Yes.
It ain't none of that innocent until proven guilty. If that's the case, motherfuckers wouldn't be going to sit in jail and go waiting on trial.
True.
You wouldn't be treated as if you're guilty before the truth comes out about what's going on. Motherfuckers want a double standard shit. That's what that is.
If more people actually sat down and talked to their kids in that manner, stop sugarcoating shit, the world would have a better shot. But until then, as long as we've got everybody wanting to sugarcoat, hide the dirty shit that the family done did, or the neighbors done did, or what done happened in the town, or whatever the case may be, if all that shit came to a fucking halt, it wouldn't be so much violence. It wouldn't be so many kids getting killed. Everybody dirty laundry be out there, and everybody be trying to get somewhere and sit down and lick their own motherfucking wounds and leave everybody else the fuck alone.
That's that saving face.
Yeah, saving face. That's all it is, saving face. Sometimes keeping it simple, it really is the best way to move and groove. Doing too much, too fast, there's always a catch-22 with that. And all that being extra. I don't know, I think it's just putting a target on your back. But that's just how I think about it.
Those super extravagant type minded motherfuckers. We ain't worried about Birkin bags and all this extra shit and trying to look cute all the motherfucking time and this and this and this and this and that. So we run less of a risk of being a motherfucking a robbery victim. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you go out there and live your Miss Extravagant lifestyle and watch the type of shit you draw to yourself. And if you don't have no man there to step in between, you get what the fuck you deserve.
Yeah, for them, I don't need a man. Man ain't shit.
You don't need a man.
Man ain't.
Yeah.
I really hate having to hear shit like that.
I love it. It's just like hypergamy. I love it. Because hypergamy states that a woman will marry up or date up. That's fucking fine. All dudes gotta know is this right here. Think of it in terms of fishing. You can throw just a naked hook out there and ain't no fish gonna bite it. Put a cute little something on that hook and make it wiggle a little bit. The more it shimmers, the more it have any kind of action or reflections and shiny things and shit, some fish gonna grab it. Think of hypergamy in the way you think of fishing. Get your baits right, you gonna get all the fish you want. Throw back the ones you don't want. Keep the ones you like. Hypergamy is the same motherfucking thing. And I don't know why he go get that little sports car and stuff. He having a midlife crisis. No, bitch, he ain't having a midlife crisis. He done learned the rules of hypergamy. Just cause you is wanting to talk bad about him, it's 10 more bitches out there talking about, ooh, that's a nice car. I bet he got enough money to do such and such. Not knowing that he ain't gonna give you a goddamn thing. All it is bait. Just like the gold digger pranks with the dude with the McLarens and shit, and the bitch all of a sudden is flirty and stuff. He'll give up that pussy that night. All he had to do is ignore their ass from then on. He done got what he wanted from him. Use hypergamy to your fucking advantage. Don't sit back with the absolute minimum of life, crying and complaining about not getting no girl. Go then step your game up a little bit. Knock off as many bitches as you want and go on about your motherfucking business. Simple as that. All you gotta do is make hypergamy work for you. It's just that goddamn simple. Shit.
We have talked about a lot today, and the main thing has been the mindset. The mindset comes from somewhere. So where does it come from? Is it home, TV, books, nursery rhymes? From what they see, from what they hear, from what they're taught, that determines the mindset. And that mindset grows as the females and males grow. And that mindset has gotten us to the point to where we are now. Which means we have to think about the mindset that we are setting for our youth, as well as our own. Tweak it, change it, however you feel necessary, to become a little bit more balanced, and maybe the world will balance out. Sometimes the truth hurts, and, well, hell, maybe if it hurt a little, it'll be remembered more. That way we stop the enabling. And yes, it may seem like we were a little rough on females. We're not talking about women. We were talking about females. There's a difference. Females being the ones in public eateries, twerking. I mean, the list can go on. But that's what we were referring to. Hopefully someone took something from this and it was helpful to somebody. I enjoyed having my Mr. OnOne on board today. I appreciate that. Thank you. And y'all tune in for the next one. You have been listening to Toni OnOne podcast, brought to you by OnOne Radio, the talk show podcast station. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my talk show. I wish you the best, and don't allow anyone to fuck up your vibes. I've been your host, Toni Williams.